Hi everyone, today I thought it would be a really good idea to give you a brief tour of my pain cave, show you exactly what I've got, what I've been using, how I use Zwift, and then give you a brief demonstration of what I actually do to record videos and put them up on YouTube. So hope you enjoy the video. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start off with the trainer. As you can see, I've got the Wahoo V5. Had this for just over a year, and I have to admit it's caused me absolutely no problems at all. It's been really reliable. Never sort of misses a beat with the Bluetooth connectivity. So really happy with that one. Before the Wahoo, I did have a Tacx Flux S. Once again, that was a very good trainer, sort of an initial see if I like Zwift trainer, but yeah, really happy with the Wahoo V5. Definitely feels different than the Tacx Flux S, but yeah, happy with that. Really impressive. So moving on to the bike itself, so I have a Bianchi Oltre XR4. I've had this for quite some time now, a couple of years. And I really do not like riding it outside in any sort of adverse conditions at all, because I'm just absolutely scared of coming off it and yeah, ruining it. And a lot of people say to me, well, you know, should you have, you know, a bike like this on a trainer? Honestly, so far I've had absolutely no problems with it at all. Give it a clean after every ride anyway, as in just you know, with a cloth I'll just sort of wipe it down just to make sure, like for example, if any residue off the chain, well, I do wax my chain, if any residue's on here I'll just clean it off, but yeah, I like to keep it nice and clean. My wife often says that I clean the bike more than I clean the house, which is true. So moving on to the Wahoo Kickr Climb. This, I've only had this for about 6 months. So I'm just kind of getting used to it actually. I wanted indoor cycling to be as real as possible, to feel as real as possible. And you know, so far so good with the climb. There are occasions where I do turn it off and just sort of have it at set like that. But say I'm doing a long zone 2 ride, something like that, it is pretty decent to have it on and feel the incline and decline. So yeah, enjoying that so far. So moving forward here, I've got the Wahoo Headwind. You probably sense a bit of a theme here. Headwind, I absolutely love. This has probably been my favourite purchase so far. I've had other fans before. However, I do feel like the Wahoo is really good because you can control it from your phone. You can set sort of different speeds from your phone. You can connect it to your heart rate monitor, so you know the harder you pedal, the more it will blow and cool you down. So yeah, one of my favourite purchases so far, wouldn't be without that. And I've positioned it, as you can see, right in front of the bike. Once again, I have to admit, it was a bit of trial and error finding what the best setup for this was. So this unit was from IKEA, and it's wide enough so that it kind of sits on there. I've propped it up using a couple of those plastic things I found off of something I had. I can't remember exactly where I got them, but yeah, it kind of sits just at the right position in front of the bike. So yeah, really good. Now I've got a Samsung TV that I've attached to the wall, and I use an Apple TV as well. I just find that it's the quickest way to jump onto Zwift. I have to admit that I was using a Mac before, and there's nothing wrong with using a Mac or in fact any other device, but I just feel like the Apple TV, you know, it's really easy to sign on, and now they've sort of improved the user experience. I think that it's really good. So yeah, that is my setup. I guess the last thing is the rocker plate that I've got here. Now the rocker plate is something that I actually built myself over Christmas. There is another video that I'll link hopefully right now. However, yeah, once again, I'm just sort of getting used to this. I have to admit that it is definitely making the longer rides so much more comfortable, especially sort of the fore and aft movement that I've got on there. So you should be able to see here, if I just give it a little move, it goes that way, and it also obviously goes left to right as well. And it just, I think, takes a little bit of, you know, pressure off the actual you know, the fact that your bike is, or my bike is on a static trainer, it just gives it that little bit of, you know, lateral movement. That means it's not going to be putting a load of stress on the forks. So yeah, so far so good. Really happy with the rocker plate, especially for what it cost me, and I think it looks pretty cool as well. So that is my setup. There's one other thing I'll probably mention, and this is something that I just added. You don't have to have a mirror here. I just have it to hide the plugs, because I'm not sure if you can tell, I don't like loads of wires everywhere. It has to be sort of as clean as I can possibly make it in terms of the aesthetics. So that goes into there. The wires are all sort of covered up the best they can. But this thing here, this is like just a bathroom, I don't know, like a shower gel holder that I've just stuck on the mirror here, and it's absolutely perfect just for holding bottles and my you know, remote or my phone, gels, etc. And it just means, once again, that it's kind of quite neat and tidy. So yeah, so that is my setup, my pain cave for 2023. Not sure what else I can really do to improve it, but I'm happy with sort of, you know, it's in a corner of a room. This is our actual wardrobe room, and it's actually where I work as well. So yeah, really happy with the setup that I've got here. So I hope that's been sort of useful. Now what I'll do now is we'll talk you through actually how I record Zwift, and then how I edit it all together, which once again is quite a simple process. So as you can see, I've just turned on the TV and sort of started Zwift using the Apple TV. And now what I'm going to do is, I've got a Mac here. Now this is a pretty old Mac, to be honest with you. I think I got this back in 2013, but she's still going strong, which is good. So what I normally will do is I will find the QuickTime player. Now, as you can probably see, I've already got it loaded down here. However, if you go to the launch pad and click that, you can always search QuickTime player in here. Let me just see if I can do that. Q, there you go, there she is. So yeah, just double click of that and you'll be absolutely fine. So I'm just going to come back out of this, pressing escape, and it's, as you can see, the QuickTime player is down here. So I'm going to double click that and then come up here to QuickTime player. I'm going to press file, and then I'm going to go new movie recording. Now what that will immediately do is turn on the webcam that's up there. Obviously we don't want that on. Here's me. So you'd press this button here next to the record, and then hopefully it will find whatever your Apple TV name. So I've named mine Pain Cave, so I just click on that, and then it will now screen mirror what's on the TV, and there should be a little sort of bar around the TV. So once you've done that, something that I would just make sure that you do is make sure that the sound bar is up. There you go, and that's already playing. And then essentially, to record everything on that screen, you just hit that record button, and there you go. So now you are recording everything that you're doing on your TV there. Just to give you an example, I'm not going to pair anything up. I'm just going to press downwards like that. Are you okay? Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to do that. I'll skip the pairing, that's fine. There you go. So as you can see, we're now on that screen and it's being recorded on here. So it's really, really, really easy to do. Once you finish Zwifting, you then just need to come hit the square button like so, and then that's recorded. And to save the file, you'd press file and then save, and that'll save into wherever you normally want it to go. Once that has been saved, normally takes a minute or so. I then edit all of my videos in iMovie. So I hope the video has been informative. Please, if you've enjoyed it, hit that like and subscribe button if you already haven't. If you'd like me to do another video on how I edit in iMovie, then I'd be more than happy to do that. Just let me know if that would be something of interest in the comments. and I'll see you on the next one.